motivational movements, and I am here right now. We're going to do the review slash nightlife slash time Antigua and Guatemala City. So it was a great time. It was a time where I got to see another part of the Mayan Empire, or the remnants of the Mayan Empire, with as far as the people are concerned. Also, I got to experience the nightlife there. Most notably, you'll see in the video the nightclub called ZOHO. And then on top of that, I went to Antigua and explored the historic town in Guatemala, the country, and got to see the colonial style buildings there, and then also experience some of the nightlife there as well, which is pretty cool. So in this video, you're going to see all of that and more. Check it out. All right, so now you can see me arriving in the country of Guatemala. You can see the map here. Later on, you're going to see me transition to my voyage on the chicken bus to Antigua. Antigua is one of the more popular historic and touristic spots in Guatemala as a whole. As you see here, I'm on the bus. This is one of the chicken buses, one of the local buses that the actual locals ride on to move around the country. It's very affordable too. On the screen, you'll see a tidbit of historical information about Antigua and its importance on the landscape and overall historical part of the country of Guatemala. The incoming bus is called a chicken bus. It's a bus where actually some of the locals bring the actual chickens from farms and other locations with them on the bus, whether it's for commerce or to go in town with the chicken for whatever their purpose is. But this is an affordable option for the locals and also tourists if you're bold enough to get around town and throughout Guatemala as a whole. For me, I went on it going from this main city to Antigua, and it was a pretty cool experience. All right, now on to the nightlife. So Antigua nightlife is a bit interesting. A lot of the things start to shut down around 11, 12 o'clock, which is super early, at least for my speed and what I'm used to when it comes to nightlife. But be that as it may, they have a lot of different restaurants, Guatemalan fare, and then also American fare, of course. It caters very much to the tourists in mind, as is one of the safer parts of the country. You'll have police presence throughout the area, and then also there you go, the famous chicken bus. But also, in addition to that, you have a number of places expats and tourists can go to, like this place here. It was called El Grove, which you see on the screen right here. It housed a popular bar crawl there when we went to that night. See tons of people there, mostly from Europe and America. They were doing a bit of beer pong there on the table, and then afterwards we had a social. So here now I'm walking down the streets, doing some additional bar hopping and then also sightseeing with a friend. And you can see the landscape and architecture is very, very, very much like a colonial style buildings. So it really puts you back in time coming here and see how things are laid out and set up. So here we're at an Irish bar and about to go get some drinks, walking up the stairs, seeing what's what. And yeah, I mean, they have a little bit of everything. Like I said earlier, this place really caters, Antigua that is, caters to the tourists and expat in mind. So if you're coming from the west, which most tourists are coming from, or many tourists are coming from, you'll find a bit of home here in Antigua with the layout of the bars and the clubs and so forth. They'll have something for you, and it's very comfortable, very safe. There's a lot of good amount of police presence, and then also on top of that, you can learn a lot about the the outdoorsy part of Guatemala here, as they have a number of different places to go to up the mountain top, and then also the local areas where they have a number of mountains, and you can go to hiking up some of the mountain tops. We had the Coconut Bar here, some people out here dancing. This is a good club too. It's very festive. A lot of salsa actually was going on there throughout the night, and people seemed really happy and was having a lot of fun in this place. I saw a little bit more of a local crowd here. The thing with Antigua is you don't really have a lot of locals in Antigua that party there. Most of the time they come in for work and they go back to Guatemala City or local towns. So you'll see a lot of expats, but that was one of the bars where you actually had less gringos there. So it was good to experience that, because I mean, for me, when I travel, I'm not really trying to be around gringos. All right, now we are at the Guatemala City ZOHO. ZOHO, this is honestly, I went to a normal club in Guatemala City. This is in Guatemala in general, between the two cities of Guatemala City and Antigua. To me, this is like the best club. This is like the best you're gonna get. Zion was performing that night. He's a famous reggaeton artist, and he was performing that night. I met his manager at the airport later. Cute girl, she from DR, but one of his managers. But he was performing later that night, so the club was pretty packed. You know, it was good. It was a nice layout, but like I said, it's probably the best club you're gonna get there. They don't have, in Guatemala, they don't have like a really robust nightlife. And I would say the premier place to be is Zona 10 or Zona Diaz. That's the best place to be, where they have a lot of the great restaurants and clubs and bars there. And I think that, you know, when you come into Guatemala, you really want to pack your adventurous side for the outdoorsy vibe. They have something for you, like ZOHO, like Antigua, and so forth. And you can see the people having a good time. It's litty in there for sure. You can see that. But I think with Guatemala, you really want to come with your outdoorsy, adventurous side to really sightsee and see what it's all about. However, you also, of course, want to enjoy the nightlife. ZOHO has bottle service. They have weekly performances, like I said, with Zion that particular night, famous reggaeton artists, and so forth. All right, till next time.